I am going to explain the receiver program in this video. So program will receive a character and it will transmit the same character using UART block of 8051. And this program will stop receiving character when it receives a dollar sign. So here I'm going to write a program of receiving a character as well as transmitting a same character. And I will show the simulation of this program using keil software. So first the registers uh, used to initialize this UART block of 8051. So first register is a serial communication control register, that is SCON register. This is the format of SCON register. This is 8-bit register. The SM0 and SM1, these two bits are used for mode selection. Then SM2 bit is used for multiprocessor communication that we are not going to use. These mode selection bits, here it is shown, when these both bits are 00, mode 0 is used. 01 means mode 1 of serial communication is used. 10 means mode 2 and 11 means mode 3. Here we are going to use a mode 1 of serial communication. Then REN, that is receiver enable or disable terminal. So when this bit is 1, the receiver is enabled, and since we are going to write a receiver program, this bit should be initialized to 1. Other these two bits TB8 and RB8 we are not going to use in mode 1. TI and RI are the transmit interrupt flag and receiver interrupt flag. So when the one character is transmitted completely, automatically this TI bit is set to 1 by microcontroller. Same for reception of character. When one complete character will be received by UART block, then this RI bit is set to 1. So in polling method, user can check whether TI bit is 1 or not to check whether character is transmitted completely or not. Similarly, user can check RI bit whether it is 1 or not. It will be 1 if the complete character is received by this UART. We are going to initialize this register with this value. For mode 1, these bits will be 0 and 1. This bit is not used. Receiver enable, so this bit is 1 and all other bits are 0. So if you convert it into hex, you will get 50H. So SCON register will initialize with 50H. The next register is TH1 register. Uh, as you know, this timer 1 is used in mode 2 to generate a clock signal, that is to decide the baud rate of serial communication block. So as per our baud rate, these values should be stored in TH1 register. These values are given in decimal if the frequency is 11.0592 megahertz. And if you convert this into hex, you will get these values. So generally we use 9600 baud rate. So we'll initialize TH1 register with value FDH. So that is because timer 1 we want to use in mode 2 to generate a baud rate. The next register we have to initialize is TMOD register because we are going to use timer 1. This is timer mode control register. So timer 1 we are using in mode 2. So this is the format of TMOD register. Gate bit is 0 if you want to start or stop timer using software instruction. So we are going to start or stop timer using software instruction. So this bit will be 0. C/T bar, this bit should be 0 if you are using the block as a timer. So here we'll store 0 and these two bits are for mode. So mode 2 we are using, so this bit will be 1 and 0. We are not going to use timer 0. So all these 4 bits will be in don't care condition. So we'll initialize this register with this value. Gate bit is 0. This timer bit is 0. This is counter or timer bit. So we are using it as a timer. So this bit is 0. For mode 2, we have to store here 1 0. And these 4 bits are in don't care condition. So if you convert it into hex, you will get 20H. So 20H should be stored in TMOD register to use timer 1 in mode 2. Next is we have to start this timer 1. So TCON register we have to use timer control register, and this is the bit TR1 bit which is used to start or stop timer 1. So when we will set this bit to 1, this timer 1 will start, and when it is 0, timer 1 will stop. So this bit we are going to use here. Then how we will transmit a character or receive a character? So after receiving a complete character, the ASCII value of character will be stored in SBUF register, that is serial buffer register. We can read this received ASCII value, which is stored in serial buffer register, by storing it in any register. So here we can store it in accumulator. So for that we have to use instruction move A comma SBUF. So received character which is in SBUF will be stored in accumulator. This is for reception of character. When we want to transmit a character, we have to store ASCII value of character in SBUF register. So here this instruction is written move A SBUF comma A. So before this instruction in accumulator, we have to store ASCII value of character which we want to transmit. Then flags bit we are going to monitor here because your polling method we are going to use. So whether the character is received or not, for that we have to check receiver interrupt flag bit. So using this instruction jump not bit RI, JNB RI instruction we are going to use to check whether RI bit is 1 or not. If it is 1, that means character is received completely and you can process further. So that's why we are going to use this instruction. Similarly, to check whether the character is transmitted completely or not, we are going to check a TI flag bit. So we'll use this instruction JNB TI. So jump not bit if TI. So if this TI bit is 1, that means character is transmitted completely. If it is 0, character is still transmitting. So just go through the algorithm for this program. First step is initialize this TMOD register. We have seen the value 20H. That means we are using timer 1 in mode 2. The TH1 register we have to load with the selected baud rate. Then SCON register we have to initialize with 50H. We are using a mode 1 for serial communication and receiver is enabled. To start a timer, TR1 bit is set to 1. Then after that, we'll check a RI flag bit to check whether character is received completely or not. So for that, we are going to use this instruction JNBRI, and here we'll use a label. So jump not bit to this label and label will be given to same instruction. So if Ri is 0, it will execute this instruction, and when Ri bit is 1, it will execute the next instruction. If the character is received, then it will be in SBUF register. We can read that character, and the character byte which is received, that will transfer serially. So whatever character we have received in SBUF, again will store that in SBUF register to transmit this character. And after storing it in SBUF register, we'll check a TI flag bit. So whether this is 1 or not. If it is 1, that means character is transmitted completely. So for that we'll use here JNB TI and then label. XX means label, any label you can give. So if it is not 1, it will execute this instruction. If it is 1, it will execute the next instruction. Then if the received character will transmit it, but if it is dollar, then the program will stop receiving a character. Otherwise, it will receive the character and transfer this byte. So for that, it has to repeat, it has to go to the step 5. That is check a RI flag whether the character is received or not. If it is received, you can read it, you can process it, but here we want to transfer the same character, transmit the same character, received character. So this is the algorithm. Now just go through the program. So this program receives and echoes the character. In keil software, during simulation, there is a serial communication window where we can observe the transmitted character, and we'll send a character to this simulator 8051 keil simulator through keyboard. So when I will type the key through keyboard, that character will be transmitted to 8051 in simulator, and when 8051 simulator will receive that character from keyboard, we are going to transmit it. So after transmission of character, it will be displayed in the serial communication window that I'll show here. So same character will be displayed. And if received character is dollar sign, that means when through keyboard I'll press a dollar sign, then the program will end and it will not transmit a more character. So start writing from the address 00H, and here I have written instruction ljump main. Since we are not using any interrupt, you can directly start writing main program from this address also. Then from org 100H, I have written main program. You can directly write the main from this org 00 also. Then first here SCON register is initialized with 50H. Then TMOD register is initialized with 20H that we have seen. TH1 is initialized with FDH. It depends upon the baud rate. Baud rate selected here is 9600. Then we'll start a timer T1. So for that, the 6th bit of TCON register should be set to 1. That is TR1 bit should be set to 1. So I have used in here instruction set bit tcon dot 6. It will start a timer 1. Then we'll check whether character is received or not. For that we are going to use JNB instruction. Jump if not bit to repeat. Means continuously check whether this RI bit is 1 or not. If it is 1, that means character is transmitted and it will store that character in accumulator. After that, we'll clear the RI flag so that it can receive a new character. So now we have received one character and that character is stored in accumulator. Now we want to transmit this same character which is stored in accumulator. So this accumulator character is stored in SBUF register, and we'll check whether this character is transmitted or not. We'll wait for that. So JNB jump not bit TI, when if it is 0, that means character it is transmitting still in process, so it will execute this instruction. If TI is 1, that means character is transmitted completely. It will go to next instruction where we are going to clear this TI flag. So character is transmitted completely, so it will be ready to transmit a next character. So one character is received and that is transmitted. So after that transmission of received character, we'll check whether this received character is dollar sign or not. So for that, here compare jump not equal to instruction is used. So contents of accumulator are compared with dollar sign. If not equal to dollar sign, then go to repeat. Repeat label is given to where we are receiving a character. So if received character is not dollar sign, receive a next character. Otherwise, you can end the program. So repeat label is given here. That means again check whether character is received or not. If it is received, transmit it. And if the received character is dollar sign, then end the program. So this is how we can write this receiver program. Show you the simulation of this program using keil software. Open keil software. So this is the initialization of registers. Then timer started. Then first we'll receive a character. After receiving it, clear RI flag and transmit the same character. Clear TI flag. If character is dollar sign, it will end. Otherwise, it will receive a next character. So I'll debug this program. Click on debug, start and session. Click here OK. So this debug session is open. Here you can observe UART #1 window. So this window you can open from view menu. So in view menu, here serial windows option is there. You can click your #1. So this window will open, and whatever character we are transmitting, uh, that will be displayed here. So in our program, first it is going to receive a character. So I'm going to enter a character through keyboard, this laptop keyboard. So that character will be transmitted serially, and that will be received by receiver of this simulator, and then it will transmit it. The transmitted character we can see here in this window. And when I'll press a dollar sign, the program will terminate, that you can observe here. And after that, if you press the character, if you enter the character through keyboard, program will not receive it, because that will be the end of program. So click on debug and click on run option. Now, whatever character I am transmitting from keyboard, that will be received by this program and will be transmitted. So here in this window, you can observe, I'll transmit hello. So that whatever character I am transmitting, the program is receiving, simulator is receiving and transmitting. So transmitted character we can observe in this UART window. So hello. Again, if same characters I want to transmit, I'm typing it. Now I want to end the program. So I'm entering a dollar sign. So you can observe a dollar sign. You will observe here dollar sign in this window, and you will observe here end of program. So dollar. So no execute read permission. That means this is the end of the program. Now even if I type, the program is not executing, so it will not receive a character.